Now that the ray insert arrow is at the top of the toolpaths, the facing operation can be added. From the 2D toolpaths, I'll select the down arrow and then facing as the toolpath type. A facing operation typically uses a face milling cutter but can use an end mill. This style of toolpath is used to remove material from the surface of the face to reduce the part thickness. I'll select this edge, then scroll down and select Propagate along tool plane. Then select the Chains tab, then chain 1, and since the top edge is selected and there's only a green arrow and not a green and red arrow, I know I have a closed chain, so I'll accept my selections. This part is being machined from a mild steel weldment. The overall plate thickness is not important, but the squareness of the two faces is. So the purpose of the face milling toolpath is to take a light cut off of the part and remove any warpage from the welding process. As soon as I accept the geometry selection, the toolpath window opens, and I'll follow the same process to set up this toolpath as I followed to set up the contour toolpath. Most toolpaths will be set up in this manner. The next step is to select the Tool tab and click on the Select Library Tool button. I'll select the filter, so now the Tool List filter window is open. In the Tool Type selection, I'll clear all tools by selecting the None option, and then I'll select the face mill. My next step is to determine the size of the face milling cutter I wish to use. There are several factors to consider when making this decision. First, what tools do I currently have in-house to choose from? I'll assume I have all possible cutters, the horsepower of the mill, as larger tools will require more horsepower, and the overall size of the rectangular shape I'm milling. Since I don't recall the size of this part, I'll use the right-click options to help me calculate the size of the cutter I should use. In the Tool Diameter section, I'll select the drop-down menu and choose the Less Than option. Next, I'll right-click in the Size field here and select L equals the length of an entity, and all of the open windows will minimize so that I can select an entity from the part. I'll now select this line and then be taken back to the Tool Filter window. I can also see that the part is 5 1/4 inches wide, so if I have a face mill larger than 5 1/4 inches, I could machine this face in one pass. I'll now accept my selections and can see that there are 5 cutters that match my search criteria. I'll choose the 3-inch face mill here and then accept this selection. Since I'm using a carbide cutter in mild steel, I'll set the cutting speed or surface speed to 400. When setting the cutting speed, always use the manufacturer's recommendations. I'll set the feed per tooth to 10 thousandths. I'll make the plunge rate 25 inches per minute. I'll check the rapid retract is enabled, and I'll add an appropriate comment. Remember, all comments should be in capital letters. I'll add the comment, skim surface, to clean up. Welding warpage. And next, we'll look at the face milling options.